This is a Headgum podcast.
Sometimes when the world feels insane, you can take a little peek inside of Rachel's little brain. All these thoughts are swirling round and round inside. To join us on this journey as we take a little ride. We'll talk about dogs and kids and things. We'll talk about chicks and tampon strings. We'll talk about boys that'll make you cry. We'll talk about death, 'cause people die.
Hello.
World.
Hello, world. Hi, guys.
Hi, friends.
Thanks, Kevin, for always saying hi back to me.
So sweet.
You are in a hole.
Hey, I'm not in a hole.
Brutal honesty.
Brutal
Brutal.
ideas.
Brutal ideas. Why don't you tell us some of your brutal ideas?
Eh?
Anyways,
I'm confused.
as always, we all are.
We'll tease it for the outro. I have a story of someone being brutally honest with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excited.
First, we get to talk to Nicole Byer.
Woo!
Woo!
Woo! Never comes
I am
out the
so
same.
happy you're here. And it's
Thank you for
so
inviting me.
Nice to meet you.
This is fun.
We're such fans.
It hasn't even started yet. And I'm like, this is fun.
It is
I
fun.
like this. I like the pink tchotchkes.
Are you in that? Where are you? In the other studio?
Usually in the other studio.
That one's great too.
I like it because it's smaller.
It is smaller.
I like,
cozy place.
yeah, cozy.
I would like to live in a pocket if I could.
See,
you know what I
that's
mean?
nice. Yes.
Like and I want like a
When
bed
I sleep, I
that's
cocoon.
enclosed.
You know what I really want? You know
What?
the
Are we
it's
going,
like an
Kevin?
inset
Oh,
bed.
we're in.
A what bed?
An inset bed where
Yeah,
it's
no.
like in the
I
wall.
save them you should see my phone screenshots in the wall. Like it's your little
That's what I
tent
want. Just a
cave.
little nook.
A nook. My daughter wants to sleep permanently in a tent, so she's like enclosed, and I'm like, that is my kid.
Wait, does she sleep in a tent currently?
Only outside.
Outside? I was like, uh-oh, we gotta call child services.
She is.
How old is your
Permanently
daughter?
outside. She's 10.
Wow.
She's big. I know you're like you're expecting like
No,
3-year-old in a tent.
No,
10
I like a
10's
10-year-old in a tent.
Yeah.
I
love
like a
it.
kid that's like dedicated to the thing they like.
Yeah.
But 10 is old.
I know. It's
You
a
don't look
full
that old.
person.
But then I don't know what
I
old
am
is
old.
anymore.
Nobody does.
I don't know.
No, I'm 43. I'm definitely have a 10-year-old. But
That
She's-
means I could have a 10-year-old.
What?
Well, you're not much older than me. So that means I could have a 10-year-old.
well, you could.
Well, you
could
could,
have a.
and that's
you
crazy.
could have. You could have a 15-year-old.
I probably
could have. Do you?
Could I
She's
have a
like,
20-year-old?
stop there.
Yeah. Should stop
I can't do the math.
there. No, math is not. It's not happening. But yeah, I am with you on the enclave. I want to figure it out. I want to build a wall in my bedroom.
So we've had 2 clips that have gotten the most attention in the past how many years we've been doing this? Enclave bed and your Taco Bell order. The biggest.
Taco Bell order.
That's what people are living for.
Do you have a
They're
Taco
like,
Bell
I
order?
want an enclave
Okay.
bed.
See, everybody has a Taco
What is
Bell
I
order.
love Taco Bell.
Oh,
I do a Crunchwrap Supreme. I like the ground beef, even
Yeah.
though people are like, it's mystery meat. I don't care. It's seasoned very well. And then I usually get that to share because,
you share a Crunchwrap Supreme?
yeah, because I'm going to get more shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I get a quesadilla
Yeah.
with grilled chicken and I
Okay.
get the sour cream in it because it gets a little heated up.
Yeah.
And then it's like really gooey and it's delicious. Oh, I'm so happy.
It's a tortilla tent.
It is a
Oh
tortilla
my God,
tent.
it's a tortilla tent.
And then I like a gordita crunch, and then they just came out with the stacker. I guess it's not that new anymore, but I do like a stacker. I like getting a plethora of things.
A stack.
Yeah.
What do you mean stacker?
A stacker is a quesadilla that they said it's not good just flat. We'll just fold it back up,
Oh, I like
and then
that.
it's like a book of a quesadilla. it's like very very thick.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
like it.
And then I like the little the cinnamon goops.
Oh, yeah.
What are the cinnamon?
Do you know the
goops?
cinnamon
Yeah, the
goops?
little cinnamon.
They're like dough,
They're
or are they like
the
more like a
crunchy-
crunchy churro?
No, not the
No?
crunchy churros. They're like little balls
Yeah.
of cinnamon with goop in the middle.
I've never had. I've
Reminds
never
me
even
of the
heard of it.
Domino's. Remember Domino's Pizza had the
Yes.
cinnamon, like
The little
pizza
things
dough
that you dip
cinnamon
in the
and
frosting.
Yes,
icing?
instead of dipping, the icing's inside.
inside.
Is this new?
Mind blown.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they've had them for a while.
Wait,
I
I'm
think
surprised.
Do you go mild or hot sauce?
Oh,
hot.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It's not that hot. It's Taco Bell.
it's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
This is the best. I forgot to tell you that I made a Crunchwrap Supreme after you made a Crunchwrap Supreme at home
So good.
yourself.
I wish I had the stamina to cook.
The stamina.
I just can't.
I get it.
I don't like the dirty dishes. I don't like
I
standing
hate the
over a
cleaning.
skillet.
Oh.
The heat. I'm melting. I hate it.
Oh my god, you can't cook.
Can't do it.
You
Have
can
you
watch people
tried?
bake.
I do watch people bake. That's easy. Watching someone cook, watching people bake, I can do all that.
Yeah.
Because I'm seated,
I like
you
it.
know.
I know. I can relate. I like to be seated all the time.
It's my favorite pastime,
It's
sitting.
sitting. If I'm on a show and we're blocking a scene, I'm like, how about if I'm sitting?
Can I sit? Do you
How
mind
about
if,
I'm laying
I just sit? I've been in scenes where I've sat and then everyone's standing and I'm like, oh, I guess I should stand too. I'm like just looking up at people. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'll get up.
Yeah, it's way better. Life from the ground.
I do it all from bed.
Do you remember? You
What?
need to stand up.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if we can talk about that.
I don't care. I mean,
We were on drugs
Which kind?
yeah,
in the
so that's
youth,
up to you.
in our youth.
Wait, what kind of drugs?
Like Molly or something
that's
like
fun.
that.
We
Yeah.
were young, very young.
We were young.
You don't have to be young to be on drugs.
No,
you
could
don't.
be old.
Maybe it's better if
You
you're
can do
older.
it whenever you
actually.
want.
Yeah.
We were 12. No, we were not 12. No, we were older, and everybody was like sitting and like whatever, laying down, and Olivia was standing the entire 12 hours.
That's
listening
funny.
to one song of Dave Matthews on repeat.
What song?
It was the one where it was like my feet are upside down. You know, it's like, it's a vibe. It's like the song.
I don't know if I've
and-
ever heard like that in the same sentence.
What
That's
is the
very
most
funny.
famous Dave Matthews song? Where,
Crash into me?
yes. You know it.
You'd have to sing it. Oh, wait, no, I do know it. Crash.
Yeah.
Into
You
me.
got your ball. You
Oh, yeah.
got your chain. Right?
Yeah. I
Oh
stood
God.
and just kept playing that over and over. And then the next
don't
day,
remember
they
the
were like,
song.
that was a hard trip. Like, I was having a really hard time. And I was like, it was really the standing up that did it for me.
Wait,
Like,
was this Molly or was this mushrooms?
It was Molly.
Really?
Yeah, but they were floored.
We were floored.
They didn't say a word. It wasn't fun.
On Molly?
It was not fun.
I don't know. You guys
Listen,
got
she's
to.
We probably
calling
got
it
a
Molly, but
bunk.
this was the days where it was just called ecstasy,
Ecstasy.
and
Oh,
like
yeah.
who the fuck knows what was in it?
You're right. Ecstasy was a real grab bag.
Yeah, it's true.
But like
It's true.
Molly, you gotta know what you're getting with Molly.
Right.
That's so
She
funny.
was just like, you need to stand up.
I just kept being like, guys, join me. And they were like this.
Couldn't
They
even
had,
talk.
they
Join
had
me.
pacifiers in their mouth. We went to like the 99-cent store and got pacifiers.
Oh my god.
Like, why?
oh my god.
Just to suck?
yeah, I guess.
We were like 20.
That's really funny.
19, 20.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did mushrooms once with my friend, and we went and saw Lady Gaga. Which, in hindsight, I don't think I could ever do that again. Take drugs and then be in a stadium full of
Oh
people.
my god.
When it hit, I was just like, oh. And she was eating something, and I was like, you're eating so loud, and everyone can hear you. And she was like, in this stadium? And I was like, you're right. But then she like kept chewing, and I was like, someone else is going to get mad at her. But nobody else did.
Oh my
So weird.
It was very strange.
Yeah.
But that's how it manifested. I was like, I felt great, but then every bite she took, I was like, you're embarrassing us.
so
And then we arrived on mushrooms. We drank mushroom tea, and then we took Molly that I just had loose in my bag, and it hit with Just Dance. And it was so funny because I leaned over to my friend. I was like, she's telling us what to do. And the song is just called Just Dance. It's like she's not telling us anything. And then my friend was like clutching her pearls. And I was like, you're actually clutching your pearls. And she was like, I know, I feel crazy. And then we danced so hard. It was delightful, but I don't think I could ever do it again.
I can't.
I can't get over the crunch. 'Cause
Me
it's so relatable. Like that's what
It was so wild.
can't.
I remember it to this day. I was like, Everyone's gonna be so mad at us in this section. She's eating
She's
so
looking
loud.
around like, do you guys hear this?
Oh my God, that's my favorite thing I've ever heard. Oh, thinking about any of that just gives me a panic attack. Like the idea of like tripping or whatever. And like you said, in a stadium full of people.
It was wild. In hindsight, what? I've also done mushrooms in Mexico, which in hindsight, what?
Not
Like you're in
feeling
a
safe.
different country with people who aren't obligated to speak English. You know what I mean? Like most of them where we were did, but like, you know, you could get in trouble and then someone will be like, no comprendo. And you're like, well, it's Mexico. But it took us like 45 minutes to walk like 2 blocks because we kept laughing. And I remember being in front of an ATM crying, laughing so hard, being like, money comes out of there. And I have no idea what else I thought. It was just funny that there's money in there.
It's relatable.
Oh my God. It is relatable. Like the one thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when I used to smoke pot, and if I liked a guy, but then I could hear the way his mouth sounded
What?
Yeah.
when he talked, I was like, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Like I cannot, like I can hear.
It
like,
amplified the ick.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us. What are your icks?
My icks.
Yes.
I don't like men who don't ask you questions.
Yes.
I find that to be very irritating. Or men who think they're like really, really interesting. And do you know what I mean? Where
Yes.
it's just like, it's like maybe there's banter, but they're like, oh, get this. And you're like, get what? And then ill-fitting clothing
Oh,
really bothers me.
I need that. I
Tight
need you
or
to
baggy?
exaggerate. Yeah. I mean, elaborate.
Please exaggerate.
Please make it more interesting.
You know what?
Please exaggerate.
Please exaggerate.
You know when they're wearing
Use that now.
costumes? But like tight, too tight.
Too
I don't like
tight.
too tight.
Yeah.
Too baggy's fine if it's like a lurk.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But too tight,
Too
no,
tight
thank
is
you.
never.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No, I know what you mean. I feel.
And then a
you.
bad haircut or someone who won't like let go of their balding.
Oh.
Like just let it go. You can't look in the mirror and feel good.
Right.
Let it go. Shave it.
Right.
Or get a little
Or
toupee.
wear a hat. Or
wear a hat.
Yeah.
Something.
Right.
What about how Walter Goggins brought back the whole like just let it grow?
Let it go.
His is a look though.
His is a look.
Like he's doing a whole bunch of things. But if
Yeah.
he looked like
Why is there
sloppy
not
and
so
weird.
much up here? But it's
well,
long?
it's receding.
It's receding.
Oh,
it's saying
okay.
goodbye.
Yeah.
But it's
doing it
also
short.
long.
Yes, it is long.
But it's long.
But it's full. Do you know
weird.
what I mean?
Hair is weird.
Hair is strange.
like if you
Are
break
we
it
on
down,
mushrooms?
it can grow. I know it
Man,
feels like
hair's weird.
We're like, take a second and
Oh,
just
it's
think
so
about it.
crazy.
No, I really do feel like I'm high, but because if you think
I
you
have that
like,
effect on people.
I like it.
I'd like it too. But if you think of the luscious locks in the back,
Yeah. It's
How?
strange.
why
we
does
have
it stop
string that
here?
grows out of our head.
But like
Right.
it can stop up here, but not so much here.
But we
Yeah.
also deem it as important.
Yes.
Weird.
Weird.
There's no use for it. Right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It keeps
In-
your head warm.
I was gonna say, is it
Keeps
to
your
keep our
head warm. But like, we have hats. You know?
we
It's
have
nature's
these.
way of keeping
But
your head
men
warm.
lose their hair and they still get by.
They're still warm.
They are still warm.
And then we shave it off of our legs.
But that's a societal thing.
Right. It's weird.
I'll shave my legs.
You don't, or you
No.
do? No.
No.
But you don't have
You're
any
like,
hair
why
on
would
your
I?
legs.
I know. I'm lucky.
Yeah. So awkward.
I didn't think you'd be able to clock it from there.
I can see.
Oh my God.
You have no
There's
hair on
not
your
a
legs.
single hair on your leg.
I have like 18 hairs on my legs.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
And they're hidden.
Yeah, when I was in high school, everyone was shaving. I just remember everyone talking about it. Maybe it was middle school. So I went and got a razor and I was just like scraping my skin
Oh my
because I
God.
didn't have any hair. And then I got to like 18 or so and I was like, I think I could stop. I don't think I have to do
You literally
this.
have zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a hairy person.
Wait, do you shave your armpits?
Sometimes.
Okay. But it's not like necessity.
My armpits are.
Okay.
But sometimes I let them get unruly because like, why not? Have a little fun. In the summer, though, I shave them all the time.
All the time.
Just, to have a more pleasant experience.
I can't.
I know.
Spring is here, and my cat parent friends finally found a litter that keeps things fresh. Pretty litter. No more stink and no more stress.
And I appreciate that.
100%.
Seriously, a few of my friends and family members have switched to Pretty Litter, and every time I visit, I'm shocked. No smell, just spring in the air.
What?
Just no smell, just fresh spring air.
They rave about it. Seriously. Pretty Litter's non-clumping formula traps odor and moisture. It's super lightweight, low dust, and a 6-pound bag lasts up to a month. One of my friends said it's the first litter that doesn't make her feel like she needs to burn a candle in every room.
That's nice.
Yes.
And here's the part that really sold them. Pretty Litter changes color to help detect potential health issues in cats.
Crazy.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Like UTIs or kidney problems before they become serious. It's peace of mind in a bag of litter.
It's Dr. Litter.
Yeah.
Plus, it ships free right to their doors. No more last-minute trips. No more dragging giant tubs from store to trunk to home. It's just there when they need it.
Pretty Litter has totally changed how my people feel about having cats at home.
Yeah, I actually enjoy going to their house.
Me too.
Try it and you'll see what the hype is about. Go to prettylitter.com/broadideas to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. That's prettylitter.com/broadideas to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy.
Pretty Litter cannot detect every feline health issue or prevent or diagnose diseases. A diagnosis can only come from a licensed veterinarian.
prettylitter.com/broadideas. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details.
This is the truth. It's not a pretty litter lie.
Calling all Broad Ideas listeners. We want to keep making the kind of content you love, and to do that, we need to know a little more about you.
You already know that we've got ads on our show, and we would love to make them better. So the easiest way to help,
take our quick audience survey at gum.fm/broadideas.
it's completely free, takes less than 2 minutes, and makes a big difference in how we shape our ads going forward.
Go to gum.fm/broadideas to fill out our audience survey. That's gum.fm/BROADIDEAS.
Thanks for supporting the show.
You shave every day?
Yeah.
Is it not
But
like
I have
peeling
like,
your
I'm
skin?
like, no,
Okay.
I'm not shaving.
Do you alternate parts or do you shave it all every day?
All.
What?
How long are your showers?
They're good. They're good showers. They're really good.
I don't shave
You know
my
how people
legs
are like,
every
I'm
day.
taking an everything shower. I take an everything shower every day.
I'm sorry.
It's
I've
weird, right?
never heard that phrase.
Everything
everything
it sounds
shower?
like an everything bagel seasoning.
People say that because they're like, sometimes I just go and rinse off. I don't wash my hair. I don't.
Yeah.
But when you do it all,
No, I can't
That's
do
an
it all
everything shower.
every day. You do everything every day?
that's not true. I don't wash my hair.
You
every
do
day.
not wash your hair
Well, you're
every
not
day.
supposed to. You're supposed
Right.
to let the natural oils make it nice. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know. I don't wash my hair every day. For
No, me
sure.
either.
No, I've gotten better.
But like I'll rinse off, but I do not do it in everything. Rinse.
What do you
No.
mean you don't do an everything rinse?
Like shave everything every
Oh,
time.
okay.
Oh no, I definitely wash every.
Like, what's the point of being in there if you're
I
not going
know.
to hit all the spots?
she guards the spots.
She's like,
guard
not
the
here.
spots.
Not here.
No, the shaving. It's the
Oh my
shaving.
god. Okay.
But like, I don't know why. Why are we talking? I don't know. But I don't ever. I like to. You shave your privates.
Yeah.
I wax only. Do you not have to do that either?
No, I do.
Okay.
And I shave it haphazardly. It's. I've had to say to men, I do shave. It's just chaotic. So I just like leave some parts. But I can't get waxed. That I did that once.
What?
It
Hate it.
hurts so bad.
It does hurt.
It's painful.
But it's so much nicer.
But then you also have to wait for it to grow out.
I know, that's my
don't
thing,
like
is like I
that.
have to
Oh,
wait.
you have to wait for it to grow. Oh, I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
have
just
to wait
wax
for it to grow
nothing.
out. No, you can't. That would be painful.
I was on a show called Girl Code years and years and years ago, and one of the segments was getting waxed. So the first time I was waxed was on camera.
Oh my
What?
God.
And this woman, she was a nice Russian lady, and she was like, "Come on, you're a big girl, be strong." I was like, I don't know how to take that. What do you mean? Am I old or am I fat? What are you saying to me? I'm a big girl, be strong. And then she'd rip a strip off, and I was like, it hurts so much.
Oh my God.
So
I
much.
can't believe you did that on camera.
Listen, it was early. They said it, and I was like, great, yeah, I'll do it. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it hurt.
It does, but
I like remember it. Oh,
I hate
it's
it.
like Steve Carell in 40-Year-Old Virgin did it on. They waxed his chest on camera.
yes,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
believe
that's right.
every scream he does.
100%.
It hurts so bad.
I know. I don't know.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I also don't like getting in my car to then park my car to then show my pussy to a stranger.
You don't like that?
No.
Not the vibe.
You're like, not for
No.
waxing.
No, I don't want it. Wait, are you like friends with your waxer?
I've known her since I was like 14.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been getting waxed since you were 14?
Listen, that's a whole other story.
Wow. That's wild.
Did you really start waxing at 14?
I mean, yeah.
Hold on.
I know.
need to
Wait,
take
that
a second
sounds
on that
really
one.
bad.
That's wild.
Maybe it was started with my eyebrows.
Maybe. Okay, that makes more sense.
I'm just gonna say that.
I just started getting my eyebrows waxed on the regular
Yeah.
because my nail lady does it. And she was like, the last time I went in, she went, wow. So we haven't waxed those eyebrows in a while.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, you don't have to insult me. I'll get it done. And then as she was doing it, she was like, this is bad.
Oh.
And I was like, can we not? I'll just get them done every time I get my nails done. Please, like, leave me alone.
Oh my God, the
Stop
honesty.
bullying me. I'm going to pay you.
Bullied into waxing your eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
And
I need them done right now. I've got little.
They look really
little
good.
hairs.
You don't
Thank
see a
you.
single hair there either.
No.
No, it looks great. And your nails that you said take 2 hours.
Yeah, they're on their last leg. This is the last week of them.
So 2 hours, what do you do?
Kind of stare out the window
Oh, nice.
because when she starts doing the design, I have to switch my hands in the light
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah,
to
yeah,
cure
yeah.
it or whatever. So I can't really be on my phone or read a book or anything.
So you just stare.
Do you listen to podcasts?
Yeah. No, I can't.
Can't, right?
Mm-mm.
Can't do it.
It's weird. It's like a sensory issue that I have. Disembodied voices make me nauseous. So
Oh.
like if that door was open and someone was having a loudish conversation there, I would have to get up and like go look at them because it makes me nauseous and I don't know why. And listening to people talk coming out of the radio, I don't know, like talk radio makes me nauseous. It's very weird.
But you
But you
do
can listen
so
to-
much of it, which is so. Someone asked me yesterday if I listen to podcasts. I was like, no. I feel like we talk so much that on my spare time, I don't want to listen to people talk.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, so you're like a chef who eats cereal when they come home.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm like, that's right.
Oh.
It's exactly it.
So true.
Right?
Sometimes I'm a chef that eats cereal, but sometimes I want a meal. Like, because I do stand up. So, but sometimes I'll watch a stand up special just to be like, let's see what this person's doing. But like, I will not go to a comedy show.
No.
If you invite
Right.
me to your show, I'm not coming. I've done comedy since I was 20.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm 62 now. So it's been a long time of seeing shows. I'm like, I simply can't leave my home at nightfall
Right.
to drive, to park, to be in the dark, to watch you. No. We'll go to dinner. No, I don't want this.
But
I
it's the
get that.
parking. You just say that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't
Parking's
wanna
bad
go.
sometimes.
No, I don't want to go anywhere.
Well, I think
that you
it's
have to
the
think about
night.
it.
It's the dark.
It's the dark. It's
All
after
of it,
yeah.
you guys. It is all of it.
It's nightfall.
But sometimes I make a deal with myself. I go, if I find parking very, very close, I'll go do it.
Yeah.
If not,
I'm out.
I won't. And every time I do that, I'll find parking very, very close. The universe is like, bitch, you said it. We're going to do it.
I can relate.
When you watch other comedians, do you ever feel like,
she doesn't watch them.
well, no, she said
Sometimes I
she'll
do.
watch
Just kidding.
them, just
No.
not go.
Go. I know.
Do you ever feel like, God damn it, I was going to say that, or that was mine, or I've said that somewhere, or...
It truly has only happened twice. I was writing a joke about how, like, back in the day, it was, like, good to be fat, Rubenesque or whatever, but I hadn't really fleshed it out. And then another comic went on stage and had a very fleshed out joke. And I had gone first, had done the little bit, and then she was like, I just didn't know what else to do from my set, so I did it. I'm really sorry. And I was like, actually, you could have it. You have more of a joke than me. I'll just stop working on it. And then all fat women have the same joke of people saying, you're not fat, you're beautiful. And then
Like
all
they're
fat
two
women are like, I didn't say I wasn't beautiful, but like we all have that joke, and the end of it is different.
Oh my
But
god.
we all have the same joke because it's not an anomaly, and it happens to all fat women.
Same joke. I mean,
You just looked at me, same joke.
you are the same.
I am the same joke as you.
Well, I was just looking at you because you watch so much stand-up.
I do.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, that's a tough question because I feel like I get something from every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Do you have a favorite?
One of my favorite bits is from Wanda Sykes.
Uh-huh.
It's her detachable pussy joke.
Mm.
And have you seen it? It's very funny. It's just, what if you had a detachable pussy? And then she blows out that world and she's like, you're on a jog and a man comes up to you and you're like, I don't have it. And it's so funny. And then she goes off to, like, if you're on a date with somebody and you're like, girl, can you get my pussy? It's in the closet. And then I don't remember where else it goes, but it's like a solid 5-minute bit about having a detachable pussy. And I think it's so funny. Anthony Jeselnik, I think, is such a masterful joke writer.
Yeah.
And I just love that, like, all of his specials have something to do with, like, throwing a baby down the stairs. Like, his jokes are so dark.
So dark.
And they're so funny. And
His delivery is just
great.
Sick. It's
great.
So good. It makes you so uncomfortable in the right ways.
Yeah.
Love him.
And he's so confident. And then every clip I've seen of him talk about stand-up is so funny. Because he'll be like, crowd work? No. 10 years ago? Sure. I'm not talking to you people now. And I just think it's so funny. Who else? There's other people. Old Monique is very funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like old school Monique. Queens of Comedy is super funny. I think her name's Samore. She's really great. Adele Givens is so funny. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of funny people.
Sinbad. Sinbad is this joke where
Throughout Sinbad.
I fucking love
It's been a
Sinbad.
while since Sinbad is on the scene, though, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Where is he?
I think he's not doing well. He might be sick.
Oh, no.
But don't quote me. Maybe I made that up.
Uh-oh.
But I feel like I heard it. But he's got a joke about how you should date women your own age and not go for young women because you need to date somebody who can see the signs of heart failure. And I think it's such a funny joke.
Oh my god.
It's so funny to me.
That is funny.
Oh, I love Sinbad. Okay, he's in this movie called House Guest with Phil Hartman. I recommend you watch it.
Okay.
It's a really good movie that nobody's ever heard of.
Oh my god, I almost did a spit
It's
take.
really funny. The movie's like a big commercial for McDonald's. There's product placement at McDonald's all the time. Everyone's a cartoon. No one's in the same movie. I love it. It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh my god, I'm definitely gonna watch
It's
that.
great.
I love
It's
those
great.
kind of movies.
It's like quintessential 90s.
yeah,
Everyone is like a character or a caricature of a person.
Right.
Ugh,
That's great.
it's one of my favorites.
I need to check on Sinbad now.
Who's your favorite?
What, comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so hard. I don't know. I don't
It is
watch
hard.
as much as you do, but I love Nate. His
Bargatze?
delivery is. It
I
kills
love
me.
Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
He's
Delivery?
so funny.
Kills me. That's like the last thing I watched. Obviously, Schumer. Her sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Her sense of humor. She's got a good sense of humor.
She's got a
She's
great,
got a
you know
great
what?
sense of
Yeah,
humor.
she should be a comedian.
Oh boy, I love that sense of
I
humor.
love that sense of humor. Her delivery though kills me too.
Mhm.
You know,
Have you ever been around comedians that don't have a good sense of humor?
like off stage.
Like,
you mean?
because there's joke writing, right? And they can
Mhm.
deliver, and there's crowd work, and there's all that. But like off stage not that funny?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No. I can't really think of
Anyone that wasn't
anybody
funny.
that I'm like, oh, no, that's a lie. Yeah, there's a couple that I could think of that I'm like, yikes. You're good on stage, but you suck as a person.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your face.
You make my face hurt.
I know.
It's
I
so
know.
good.
That's why I'm like, I don't even know what to say. I just want to watch you.
And there's
Talk.
a lot of improvisers because I do a lot of improv too. There's so many improvisers who suck as people and they just do bits. And you're like, these bits aren't even funny.
They're not funny.
Right.
No, let's just talk.
I went to an improv class not that long ago, actually.
Where?
UCB.
Who was your teacher? Just kidding. You don't have to say it.
Oh, I can say it.
Who?
Her name was Monica.
Oh, Monica Smith.
Yeah.
I like Monica.
She was great.
She's great.
I doubt anybody who was in that class is listening.
I hope they are. And I hope they're waiting for a name shout out.
They weren't that funny.
It was a
like,
101 class?
Here. Yeah.
101.
Literally, Monica was.
Monica's so funny.
She was super funny. I was like, this girl should be,
Well, 101 is people who are like, I don't know. People tell me I'm funny. And then 201, they get like weeded out a little. Still a lot of unfunny people. 301, it's weeded out a little bit more. But by the time you've gotten to like 401, you spent over $1,000 on nothing. Truly nothing. Like, this is a basketball. That's what you're spending money on.
Right.
By that point, it's dedicated people who are usually funny.
Right.
Usually.
Usually. Here's my question with it. It felt a lot like math.
Sure.
I did Acme too, like back in the day. Like I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm so funny, I should do this. It's just for the thing, right? But when I was there, I'm like, this is really structured. Like there's so much structure, rules, and math to it in a sense that it's not like you can take someone that's just naturally funny, put them in that, and see them thrive.
Mm-hmm.
It's so specific, don't you think?
It is specific, especially when you learned the Herald, which I think is the worst form in improv because you have to think so much. Okay, I'll tell you what a Herald is.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So an opening where you generate ideas either with like a pattern game or like a sound and movement. It's like 5 minutes of bullshit to gather ideas. And then you do 3 scenes, 3 2-person scenes. And then you do a group game, which is like, everyone get in here. We're astronauts. And then you do second beats of those 3 scenes and then another group game. And then you're supposed to tie everything together.
Yeah.
And a good Herald, you don't notice the structure. In a bad Herald, whew, Lord, it's painful. Oh, Lord. Ooh. You said, oh my God, why'd they go there? Oh my God, that's not a good second beat. Ooh, ah.
Do you see what I mean, Rachel?
But
even the explanation,
and then you
you're
have
like,
to like
math.
think.
It's too much thinking when it's something that's supposed to be no thinking at all, right? Because it's like in the moment, improv, whatever, but it's the opposite.
Yeah. And then there's 8 people. So if you don't get in one of those first 3 scenes, then you're probably responsible for a group game unless you're in a group with someone who's overzealous and then they step out and then you're like, so I never get a moment. Yeah, Herald, I hated Heralds. Ugh. And then when you're on a team at UCB, you get notes on a Herald, which
Notes. They put you in your head so much.
yeah, but not really. I'm never doing that show again. We made it up. You're going to note me on something I made up off the dome? Are you kidding?
Oh my God.
I can say that now because I'm not on Herald Night, but like it blew me away. I was
Wow.
like, I can't believe I'm getting noted on that. Like, I'm sorry, my one-legged doctor didn't hop right and the second beat was weird. I'm never doing it again.
Right.
Right.
But I do love improv.
I do too. I love it, but it's harder than people would think.
Yeah.
A lot harder. And you have to know something about everything. Because if it's passed to you and you don't have something to go on, you're kind of...
Do you feel like first dates are kind of like improv?
They absolutely are.
Yeah.
Because you have to listen, you have to like respond,
And
you have to
react.
build on things.
And you have to like see how they are. And if they're not, could you date someone that wasn't funny?
Yes. I once dated somebody who would say something that they thought was funny, and then I wouldn't laugh, and then they would go, "That was a joke," and I'd go, "Oh, ha 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 ha."
Oh, God. Not the announcing. It's a
Right. Like
joke.
whenever you have to say it's a joke, it didn't hit.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I also smile a lot, or I'll say, "That's funny," which I have a couple friends who hate that. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't have it in me to laugh.
Right.
But we did date for a while. But my current partner is funny. So that's nice.
Oh,
How
good.
funny.
I think he's very funny.
But-
he says things that make me cackle sometimes.
Okay.
Like,
That's funny. Like what?
in the beginning of our relationship, I would write down the funny things he said.
You did.
Oh, that's cute.
What are some?
I don't know. This might not be funny to you, but I got in bed and I put my whole body on him, and he was like, "Oh, why would you come to bed with those snow toes?" He just meant my toes were really cold.
Yeah.
Snow toes.
It really just. I don't know why snow toes really gets me good. I think it's the imagery of did I dip my toes in snow?
Yeah.
Am I part snowman? What?
Your snow toes.
But it really made me laugh, and it's making me laugh again.
Oh my God, that's funny. Bill Burr did you see his last special?
I started it, and then I had to leave, so I left it on for my dog, and he seemed happy when I got back.
Yeah.
So I think it was good.
He
I
has a
need to
bit
watch it.
on he's like, "What is wrong with you dating these girls with the cold limbs? The hands are always cold, the feet are." He's like, "Don't procreate with them." And I've as I'm watching, I've got my cold little feet on my husband. Yeah.
But it's nice to put your cold little toes on somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
snow
you
toes.
gotta warm up those snow toes.
Warm up my little snow toes, please. Yeah, my hands sometimes. They're cold right now, actually.
My feet are always cold.
Yeah.
That's my
I do like
taped
Uggs.
up Uggs.
I don't have a pair, though, but I like the look.
I think you should.
You don't
should
have
definitely
one.
try 'em
You
out.
need a pair.
You
Well-
definitely need a pair.
I'm knock-kneed, and I worked with a girl years and years and years ago who was also knock-kneed, and she had Uggs, and they the way she walked in them, I was like, I can never look like that. They just looked wild because they're very malleable shoes,
Yes.
and I don't want to
You need
look like
structure.
her,
Oh, okay.
which sounds really awful.
No,
But
I like it.
I can't really describe what they turned in. I don't know. I can't really describe it
It was
well.
something you couldn't do.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they do look comfy.
They are and warm. But I want to go back to first dates a little bit because I want to know if you have any stories or experiences of worst first dates.
Of course I do. Of course. I was single for a very long time. Let's see. I went on a date with a man who had nails that looked like
No.
Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt from Interview with the Vampire. They were
No.
long and oval.
No.
I'm
And-
sick.
Long and oval.
It was gross. He was so gross. And when I tried to leave, I was like, "Oh, I have an early flight." He was like, "Wait, you're not coming home with me?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Oh, I bought you 2 drinks." And I was like, "Oh my God."
Oh,
I was also like, you have to pay for more things. 2 drinks is what? This is 10 years ago. So $15-$30. You think $30
Is gonna
gets you a
get me.
blowjob? Buy me more things. I went on a date with a man who still haunts me. So I live off of a busy road.
yeah.
He sits outside on this busy road and
Oh, no.
smokes cigarettes and reads books. So I see him all the time.
What?
And he's a little guy, which is fine. I like a little guy, but I also like a big guy. I like men.
I like you.
Oh my God, so much.
But he, on the date, I asked him if he wanted to share an arugula salad. He said he didn't eat vegetables. And I was like, okay. And then I asked him if he had siblings, and he was like, I had a brother. And I was like, oh, you had a brother? I'm sorry. He's like, well, no, he's a they, them now. And I was like, oh God. I was like, oh, well, they're they, them. And he's like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's really hard for me to wrap my head around. And I was like, sir, you're younger than me. What's going on? He was just weird about it. And then when we kissed, he rubbed my stomach like I was a treasure troll. And
I got
then
the chills.
let's see.
Oh my God.
No,
There's
not a
more.
treasure troll.
There's more.
Oh my God.
I went on a date with a man. No, I went home with a man from a bar because he did a pretty decent Obama impression. I said, that's funny. And he said, I live across the street from this bar. And I was like, that's even better. And then he vomited in his bed because he was too drunk. And I left my favorite bra there and I never got it back.
Oh.
And this was in my mid-20s when I didn't have bra money.
Right.
So the titties were loose for a minute.
Oh my God.
Bra money.
Let's see.
It's a thing.
I went on a date with a DJ who was maybe the dumbest person I've ever met in my whole life. What else? The nails was the grossest.
That's gross.
That is because
That's
like you're
gross.
thinking of
They were
Nope.
so nasty.
Nope.
Oh, we went on a date with another little guy who had suspenders and just he kept asking questions in a way where I was like, I feel like you just got to Earth and you like don't know humans.
I do that to my husband all the time. I'm like, are you new here? Did you just get here?
That's so funny.
my
What kind of
God.
questions does your husband ask?
Like, well, what is that? And I'm like, avocado. You know what I mean? Like, what is happening?
Wait, how long have you been married?
I look at her.
Well,
8 years.
but you've been together.
We've been together
11?
like 12.
12.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he's new to her.
and he don't know what avocado is.
He does know.
Well, that's like the guy I went on
Yeah.
a date with. He had suspenders, didn't know things, and then it was just awful.
Oh.
And then he went to the bathroom, and I went to the bar to get drinks, and the bartender was like, having a good night? And I was like, no, I'm on the worst date of my life. And he went, oh, okay, cool. And he like made the drinks and came back and went, oh, did you say you were on a bad date? And I was like, yes. And he was like, I got you. And then he kept bringing drinks over. And then the guy was like, huh, what did you do? What did you do? And I was like, I don't know. He's my friend, I guess. I was dating this guy. It was like, I guess we were like 2 months in. We hadn't had like the talk yet. And I was out for drinks with a friend. And then he walked in with a different woman.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, well, you know, we haven't had the talk yet. But then they sat directly behind us.
No.
And I was like, well, this sucks. But then they ended up leaving.
Okay.
And then,
Wait, did you guys like talk to each other?
yeah, we talked about
You
it.
acknowledged but in the moment?
Oh, no, not in the moment.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I was like, well, what would I say? Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
And then it's like, oh, we're
And then
just
it's awkward
friends.
with
yeah. And then it turned out she liked my comedy and she wanted to talk to me. And he was like, I think we should leave her alone.
Stop. I think we should leave her alone.
Oh,
No.
but that
That
must
makes
have
me
felt
feel
so
weird.
like that she was like, oh.
No,
I
it
love-
felt
Yeah.
unhinged. I was like, I'd rather she didn't know me at all.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then he was like, wow, you're so chill about this. And I was like, it's because I talked to my therapist about it. I'm not chill.
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
a chill person.
I'm not a chill person.
I talked about
here.
this for 2 weeks.
Oh my God, those are some good stories.
So for dating, they always, we're always like, oh, what are the red flags?
Oh yeah.
But
Mhm.
what are your red flags?
My red flags.
Not for other people. You.
Yeah. When they say questionable things, just to, like societal things, like, like kind of like red pilly things where like, oh, I was listening to Joe Rogan and you're like, oh, goodbye. That, red flags.
No, I mean,
Oh.
what should they look out for in you?
Oh, my
Yeah.
red flags.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I love Joe Rogan because that's the answer I gave. What? Let's see. My red flags are I'm late all the time. And if you don't like that, you got to get out because
Right.
I will never be on time. I talk too much. If you don't like that, you got to get out. This is hard. I don't think I really have red flags. But I know I do. I'm messy, but I'm also like pretty type A. Like if you move something in my house, I will get upset.
Yeah.
I once cried because someone put a pillow in the wrong place.
Oh,
What?
actual tears?
Oh, I cry a lot. I'm very emotional.
Okay,
There, okay,
you
that's
go.
a red flag.
That's a red
I'm
flag.
very emotional over nothing.
I like it.
I really like it. I do.
That I'm emotional?
Yeah,
Yeah.
over nothing.
Truly over nothing.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be over nothing than over something.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Things happen where I should be emotional and I'm not.
You're probably strong as fuck when it comes to the emotion.
Like the Russian lady told you.
Yes, be a big girl.
Yeah, you've been through some
I'm
stuff in your
I'm a
life.
big girl. I'll be a big girl. But oh boy, I've said to several people at establishments where I've ordered things and like, oh, we're out of that. And like, this is the worst day of my life and both my parents are dead. And those people sometimes don't know how to handle that.
I do.
But I genuinely mean it sometimes. I'm like, you don't have this sandwich? You don't have this ice cream that I wanted? Oh, day's ruined.
My spatulas went missing. Okay. I've been through some shit in my life.
Who did it?
We don't know.
Do you have a cleaning person?
Yes, but they weren't there during that time frame. Okay.
Oh.
And so Rachel and I have been trying to get to the bottom of
Detective.
Do you have children?
Yeah.
How many?
2, but there's no spatulas in their room.
Have you checked
their toys?
every nook and cranny?
I mean, well, there's questions of, was it the nanny? Was it my sister? Was it my brother? And we were laughing today. We're like, there's been so many things we've been through in life, but this is the hill we will die on. You know what I mean? Like, this is the only thing that's going to get to me is who took the spatulas.
She told me Monday, and I called her yesterday afternoon. I'm like, did you find the spatulas? Like, will not leave
This
our
is
brain.
my kind of content.
right?
Yeah.
Who took the spatulas? Because now I'm in it.
Right.
So your nanny was there when it happened.
Yes. I asked her, I believe her when she says no. I said, did you throw away the spatulas? Did you put them some?
Mm-hmm.
I asked my brother who
How many
also lives
spatulas
with me,
was this?
2.
Huh.
It's not one.
2
It's
spatulas.
2.
This is a pointed effort.
Like, I went to make pancakes and
she-
there was no
spatulas.
spatula.
Huh.
Right? How
And
would
then
you
I'm like,
feel?
were they like the black plastic spatulas?
Yeah.
And did someone think like I need to throw them away?
Uh-huh.
They were not.
They were not.
They were good spatulas.
They were regular old
They were the right
spatulas.
spatulas. And
Okay,
So then I
they-
so
asked
you're-
my brother, I was like, did you get rid of our spatulas? Because he lives there.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't me.
I think it was a child.
I'm going to search their toy box, but I don't know. We'll let you know.
I would really like an update on this.
We're going to give it
Well,
to
did you ask your kids?
No.
Oh.
Why?
Yeah,
because
maybe,
they
I
don't
guess
even go in the
They
kitchen.
don't know their way
and
around
they're
the
like,
kitchen.
their
They do
toys
not.
How
are
old
so
are they?
specific, 9 and
6.
6.
The 9-year-old's probably tall. The 9-year-old could probably get on the counter.
Yeah, but he could care less about anything but his iPad.
Mm.
So why would he go in the
But do you see,
kitchen?
this is the need that women have to like be detectives,
Yes, I love it.
right?
I love silly gossip. I love when something goes missing in a house.
Yeah.
Like the episode of Sex and the City where Carrie's shoes get taken is a great episode because the lady's uninterested and Carrie's like, we need to find out who took my shoes.
Who took my
Right.
shoes?
if
we
someone
need
took
to
my shoes
know.
at a party, are you kidding?
Right.
Are you kidding?
You have to find out what happened.
Yes.
You watch a cold case.
Mm.
Cold case.
Mm-hmm.
We
Can't
know
do it.
we're not going to find out.
We know we're not going to find out.
But sometimes you watch that shit and you're like, this is so obvious.
Right.
That's
Right.
like Gabby.
Petito.
Petito.
Yes.
Yep.
So I just watched that documentary and I
Yeah.
was like, but we had all the answers.
So we knew.
All
Why
the
did-
answers.
Why was this unsolved? Why did we have to wait for him to die for them to confirm that he killed her?
Right.
I knew he killed her from the traffic stop.
From
but then
the
also it's like
traffic stop. Yeah,
it
I
was
know.
already like revealed or whatever.
Yeah,
but
so
I was
we
like
knew because it
watching.
was
I was like,
revealed.
what? This is
Right.
nuts.
I know.
But don't you get annoyed that he died? I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah.
I want you to suffer
Yes.
longer, harder.
What-
Yes.
I mean, and learning that she was in touch with like her old boyfriend
Yes.
and trying to reach out.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like that.
I know. I was like, wait.
yes.
But it was right
Well,
there.
That's what they tell women in abusive relationships. You have to make a plan for your escape. And I think that's what she was
Yeah.
trying
She
to
was
do.
doing
She was
it.
trying. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, oh, she was right there.
Mhm.
Right there.
I was
Yeah.
distracted the other night at dinner. There was this girl that looked just like her, and I couldn't
really?
stop staring at her. I was like, "This
That
is
poor
her."
girl.
Where were you
I
at
know.
dinner?
At a place called Daisy in the Valley. In the Valley.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. Because it
We're
might
from
be
the
far
valley.
from where
I
you
don't know.
are.
The valley's
Just assume.
okay.
I love it.
I
Yeah.
live over here. The valley's fine.
Yeah.
I'll drive over that little hill.
It was a good restaurant.
What kind of food?
Mexican.
Mm. I don't know why that was my response.
Mexican.
Do they have nachos?
I don't know, but we did
I
get like
love
chips
nachos.
and
Love
me too.
nachos.
Where are your favorite
But
nachos
like,
from?
what
I
kind
can't
of nachos?
find my favorite nachos because I like ground beef nachos.
Yeah.
But nobody seems to do them.
Ground beef? You cannot get a ground beef hard shell taco at like a regular
No,
Mexican restaurant.
you can't.
You have to go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Or Henry's Tacos in the Valley.
Henry's Tacos in the
Oh,
Valley.
I've never been to
perfect.
Henry's
Oh,
Tacos.
they're perfect.
They have the ground beef hard shell. You cannot get it.
No, I haven't been able to find it.
No.
When I was in Vegas, I really wanted to go to this restaurant called Nacho Daddy.
That's good.
I didn't make it.
Oh
But
no!
question, regular cheese melted or the
Or the like the,
Or the
movie
sauce
theater
cheese.
sauce.
I
nacho.
prefer regular cheese melted, but I
Okay.
can do goo.
Yeah,
Goo's fine.
with
I
like,
like
the
the
pickled
sauce.
jalapenos.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that was junior high. You could get
Yes.
those. You could buy them. I know.
Like movie theater nachos. I think it's time and place. If I'm sitting down and I've like worn something cute, I want melted cheese. If I'm at the movies, you can give me the goo.
I
Or
came to get
bowling.
down.
Or bowling.
I like bowling.
I like bowling too.
Love bowling. I'm actually a huge fan.
Love it.
Love bowling.
Love
It's
it.
very fun.
It is so fun.
I went bowling like 4 times last year. I had bowling fever. I have not been bowling this year.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
What's wrong?
What month is this?
May.
Wow.
Is it
This
May?
year is going by pretty
May.
fast.
Really fast. But you haven't bowled.
No, I gotta get on it. I gotta get my balls.
Is it because you're dating someone and you're like settled and you're like, we don't need to bowl?
Does he want to bowl?
Let's see. We went
Does he
bowling.
want a nacho bowl?
We went bowling on one date.
Oh, you did.
And then we went bowling another time. And then I had bowling at my birthday
So you bowl all the time.
all the time. I fucking love to bowl, baby. No, I guess maybe it was like a 2024 thing. 2025, I'll find something new. But I haven't found it yet. The year's almost done.
Oh my God. No. I
What
like to
about
do
now that
things.
you've found a guy that you're, dating and the whole thing was like finding someone and going through all of that? Is there a replacement for that now?
What do you mean?
Like, is there something? Because to me, like, I have an addictive personality, right?
Oh, like looking for it and like,
Like if
replacing that?
yeah, like if I'm into something
Mhm.
and doing it, and you take that away from me, I'll find something else to do it with.
She's an addict.
I don't
Maybe.
think so. I don't think I replaced it with anything. I didn't like looking for somebody. I didn't like dating. I didn't like the apps.
Right.
So it's nice to not be on it. Although when we first got together, I would get really drunk and forget that I was dating somebody.
Oh.
And I'd like scroll and I'd be like, oh, that person. I'd be like, wait a minute, I'm dating somebody. So I was like, I got to delete this.
Oh, dating apps. So your take on dating apps are
Awful. Dating apps are soul sucking and bad and the worst, although that's how I met my partner.
It is.
wait. You so you met your partner and you're like, I fucking hate them.
No, I just hate apps. The apps are awful. Because you like meet somebody and some people want to talk forever.
Yeah.
They'll like go back and forth, and that's not me. You get 2 or 3 chances to go back and forth. If you don't ask me out, I'll unmatch you.
Right.
And he asked me out pretty quick, which was nice. And then he was good in person. We had like a 3-hour date, and then I left and I was like, I need to leave now so I could be mysterious. But after 3 hours, there is no mystery. Like, if you like the person.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good first date.
Mhm.
That's a good first date story.
Yeah.
Do you have other good first date stories?
Yeah, I agreed to go to dinner with this person, and I usually don't because drinks is easy out. You're like 2, 3 drinks, whatever. But we went to this like Italian restaurant, and then they were like just a very nice, adorable person. And I was like, I don't think you're my type, but like I'm willing to give it a chance. That was a good first date. I know I've had other good first dates. But like nothing memorable,
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, this is
It was
nice.
fine, but
I
it wasn't it.
I can deal with this person.
Yeah.
I can deal with this
I can
person.
do. I can feel
You know
that.
what sucks is when you have a really good first date and then you have a second date and it's a flat tire.
Yes.
That sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know? You're like,
feel
what
like-
happened? It was on
Mhm.
and now it's not.
Yeah. Well, it's because people are on their best behavior when you first meet them. And then once they get like slightly comfortable, their like real personality comes out and you're like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That bad.
What about love bombing?
I've been love bombed, but not hard. Do you know what I
It
mean?
was a
Yeah.
soft.
It was a soft love bombing. It's easy to love bomb me.
I love toss.
Like this man on our second or third date brought me a singular sunflower, and boy, oh boy, I lost my mind. I said, this man loves me. Woo!
That's singular.
Yes. And I put that thing in a vase.
just did that.
I was so excited for a singular sunflower. And then he did something else, and I was like, oh my God, he loves me. I can't remember what it was, but it was also pretty normal.
Yeah.
Like not anything
opened
over
the
You're
the
the
top.
person that
I mean,
like,
kind of.
everyone, you're like, everyone love bomb me.
I mean, yeah. If you give me the slightest bit of attention, it's kind of love bombing. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy about this. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, truly.
singular.
If you buy me anything, I'm so pleased.
Except the 2 drinks.
Well, if you want a blowjob, you got to buy me more.
There needs to be 4.
Bring me a Rolex.
Nachos.
I'm being
Nachos.
insane. If someone's like, here's a watch. Will you
What
blow
would
me?
you do?
Take the watch.
Honestly, I would probably blow them if it was a nice enough watch. And I could like Google the resale value because I don't really wear
Like then
watches.
and there.
And it was a lot of money. Sure. You paid for it.
You're like, I was going to do it for free.
I mean, yeah, if you were nice enough. If you want to throw in a watch? Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, it hurts
Oh,
me.
no, it really it
Face.
does. It hurts. Singular sunflower. Remember, I've been given. Did we talk about this already?
Hmm.
The butterball turkey.
Mhm.
We did
Mhm.
Someone brought you a turkey?
for Thanksgiving. Not a cooked turkey. A
A raw
raw
one.
frozen butterball was at my doorstep, like on my doormat for Thanksgiving.
And then
A Christmas tree was on my doorstep for Christmas.
You stayed with him past the turkey? That's funny.
That was a red flag.
That is a red flag. But such a
kinda
specific
liked it.
red flag.
No, it was kind of funny.
Well, did you like that person?
It was a very brief. Well, it is not that brief. Well, that's close together. It's like a
Yeah, it's
month.
pretty close. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
it was
month or
brief.
whatever.
It was brief.
If I liked them, funny. If I
Right.
didn't like them, weird.
Weird.
Right.
My aunt once sent me a turkey in the mail.
What?
She sent me like a Thanksgiving dinner when I was living in New York, and I like couldn't afford to fly to Chicago to go see my family. So she sent me a Thanksgiving meal in the mail, but then the post office was closed for the holiday.
Oh no.
And then I waited to go get it. And when I finally went to go get it, 2 ladies who worked at the post office were like, oh my God, there she is. She's here. And I was like, oh my God, I'm here. And then they watched me open it because it stunk. Because it was like rotting food. And when I opened it, it felt like the end of 7. And it was like, what's in the box? And I opened it and I was like, oh my God, there's just rotted food. She sent a turkey that
Oh
was
my-
not cooked.
Oh my God.
Bacon, uncooked bacon.
What?
A box of cornbread mix. No, there was no dry ice in this thing. Like there was nothing to keep it fresh. And then she like texted me. She was like, "Did you get your Thanksgiving box?" And I was like, "Yes, it was so kind. Thank you so
Oh
much."
my God.
But you don't ever have to send me another one. It was too much. It was too much. And I never told her that it was all rotted and like dripping.
No.
It was so gross.
Oh my God.
Awful.
But
Yeah.
not
Have
even.
you ever gotten someone a weird gift or like sent something weird or done something for a guy in that way?
I probably have. I
Have
look
you?
at you to remember for me. What's the weirdest gift you've given?
The weirdest gift I've given.
Or gotten? You could say, you could also do received.
I bought one man little Tonka trucks because we were talking about it for some reason. And I thought it was funny. And then he was like, oh, cool. And then he left them at my house, and I was like, I guess he doesn't want his Tonka trucks.
He left them?
Yeah, which I think is pretty rude. If you
I
don't
do
like
too.
something, take
You
it
still
home and
take
throw
it.
it away.
You still take it.
Let's see. Honestly, I'm always buying weird stuff. Like, I like going to Michael's. So, like, if I find a trinket that reminds me of you, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna give it to you.
You're like, here's your pom-pom maker.
Yeah, or like dollhouse furniture.
Ooh, I like dollhouse furniture.
Wait, that
I
would
like
be...
that.
You set up a whole scene.
I mean, yeah, you can. My
I
best
like
friend likes chairs, so I find her miniature chairs and buy them for her.
Does she like
yeah.
miniature chairs or she likes real chairs?
She likes real chairs.
Okay.
But I'm not buying her real chairs. I buy her little chairs.
You show up
She
with
just has a
chairs.
thing. She's just like, I fucking dig chairs. That's it.
Uh-huh.
End of sentence.
Listen, we all have our interests.
No, I like miniature things, so I get it.
I like Sonic, so I have a bunch of Sonic stuff in my house.
Sonic
I like
the
Sonic
Hedgehog.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Not
see
the
the
burger
last one?
place.
Of course I did. I was at the
Yeah.
premiere. Can you even?
My children love Sonic.
It's
I've
such a
seen you in
fun
the Sonic
story.
hat, and I'm like, that's good. They would.
I
appreciate
love
that.
him.
Yeah,
He just
Sonic's
wants a
rad.
friend and he goes a little too fast. And I feel like it's an analogy for having ADHD, which is what this bitch has.
Oh.
Can you explain to Rachel what ADHD is?
She tells me I have it every day.
ADHD is when you have an inability to focus on things. Your brain jumps from one thing to the next. When I was unmedicated in a conversation, I could hit like 8 different topics and then forget which topics I'd hit.
Uh-huh.
And then someone would have to remind me. You start tasks, you have a hard time finishing them. You have little piles around your house because you're like, oh, if I clean to this little pile, I'll put that pile away. And then that pile sits there for weeks at a time. Usually, like, I have an easier time concentrating at night when everyone's sleeping and nobody can disturb me. So I get more stuff done. But then I go to sleep late and then I wake up late. It's just, it's a hard life when you're unmedicated. But now I'm medicated and it's a little easier.
Less piles?
Yeah. Honestly, yes, there are less piles in my house. And I'm chronically late. I have time blindness, which is a thing where you go, I have to leave in 20 minutes, otherwise I'll be late. And then cut to 20 minutes later, I'm folding laundry. And then I go, I think I was supposed to leave, but where was I going?
Oh,
Then I have to open my calendar and then go, oh, fuck, I am going to be late.
that's how it is.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
fun.
I have all those things except late.
Yeah, you're not late.
Not late.
But what
That's
about
nice.
like when Rachel knits, right? So
Mhm.
she's doing something with her hands and her, like one would think, oh, she's not paying attention, but
Mhm.
really it's actually helping her focus.
Yeah, it's like a fidget spinner for a kid.
uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
like doing things with your hands sometimes helps you focus.
Would that help you?
Sometimes. Like in school, I used to doodle a lot.
Yeah.
And I get yelled at for doodling.
Right.
And I'd be like, well, then you don't want me to listen.
Right.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, doing things with your hands helps.
I'm a doodler.
I love
You are a
doodling.
doodler.
I know.
Well, yeah, you're a
Like if I'm on
doodler.
the phone, I'll have to doodle.
Uh-huh.
We have to wrap up, sadly.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Booted?
Oh, we're getting
Booted.
booted.
By who?
Oh yeah, you have you.
Who? Oh, for
yeah,
my
yeah,
podcast?
You have
Oh,
your
seriously?
podcast.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm doing the booting.
She's texting him on the side.
Yeah.
She's like, make it fucking stop.
All right. Well, we can end on. You've diagnosed me with ADHD, and I feel
Get on medication. You don't,
What?
I don't know. I
I don't look like an ADHD.
No, you don't sound like an unmedicated ADHD person, but maybe it might be more internal.
It's all up here.
Yeah.
I've honed in on it.
Her ex-boyfriend put it best. He's like, I'll be like, oh, and this happened and that happened and da 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 da. And Rachel will just look at me and be like, I love puppies.
I mean, that's how I am a lot. And I have to like concentrate when people are talking sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Like late at night, or not late at night. So I'll take my medication when I wake up. So by the time it like wears off at like 5 or 6, I have to be like, all right, lock in. People are fucking talking. You gotta pay attention.
Yeah, but that's me with stand up. I can't just sit and watch it. If I'm cleaning or whatever and it's on, I can hear it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I think she's so honed in on you because you're funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's also you need to be funny if you want me to listen.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. Boring people, it's tough. Have you ever met someone so boring that you're like, how do you live with you?
Oof.
Ugh. When that happens, I get so sad. I'm like, you go home like this and it doesn't get any better? You're just boring?
Oh my God.
All day.
I know you said we have to wrap up,
I
but I
know.
love when you go to a restaurant and you're seated next to. I went out with my partner and the couple next to us, this man talked about Star Wars for the duration of their date, and she said nothing.
No.
And I was like, whoa, whoa. I bet you that man started when he picked her up. In the car, talked about Star Wars, brought it up again when they were like at dinner. And then when he dropped her off, or if they went home together, God forbid she's married to this man, he probably talked about it again. And I was like, and that's as good as it's going to get for him.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Until another Star Wars thing comes out.
They get home, he's like, put on the buns.
You know, I hope that's what happened.
I do too.
but I
That-
don't think that's what happened.
Oh, you're like, it's not even.
No, like it
not
wasn't
even
even
for
like
buns.
spicy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if he was like a little spicy with it, and he was like, oh, you gonna put on your Yoda mask and fucking slap me with a titty? I'd be like, oh my God, what a kinky couple.
God, I'm so sad I've never been asked to do that.
You listen, you don't have to get asked.
It's
You can just
true.
do it. You're married.
That's true. I'm gonna
And he
slap
can't
my
divorce you
hand.
for that. That would be an insane grounds for divorce. Even the lawyer would be like, that's funny. So I think, don't wait, do it.
Oh God, I'm obsessed with you.
Oh, thank
So
you.
much.
This has been fun.
This
Oh,
has been
thank
so
you for
fun.
coming and
Of
talking to us.
course.
You
Thank you for
are
having me. I'm sorry I was
amazing.
late.
Worth the wait. You are worth.
Thank
the
you.
wait. Kevin,
We're back.
please share your honest story.
This was I played in a Rage Against the Machine cover band like 7 years ago. Yes, I played drums in a band, and we would rehearse all the time at my friend Kurt's place. He was the bass guitar player, and his roommate one time was like, "You know what? You're such a selfish friend," and I gasped. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, you come over here, you know, you don't bring anything, you smoke our weed with us. But the thing that he said that I try to be more mindful of, he was like, you're always on your damn phone when someone's talking to you. And I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that I did that. I apologize. And then he apologized because he kind of like came in really hot out of nowhere. But I always think that was one of the most like, he was like kind of a friend, but came in so hot with like, you need to be more aware of your surroundings when you're in a place.
Wow.
And he said this like 8 years ago. I think about it probably like once a month.
Yeah.
Of like, am I in the conversation? Am I checked out? And when I go to things, am I bringing stuff? And yeah, it was wild.
That is. It's interesting how like that'll stick with you. Any criticism or any what? What stuck with you? What
No, I was
criticism
going to
stuck
say,
with you?
there's an article on why.
Please enlighten us.
Because
Please exaggerate.
as human beings, we focus in and take with us the negative because
Oh, right.
it used to be that if a tiger was there or something along those lines that was deemed negative, it became a threat and we would have to remember it for safety. So we're still programmed to hold on to the negatives and take it with us because it's a survival mechanism.
Interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't
So it's, like,
bother me that
natural.
much. You like hyper fixating on negative stuff used to really like frustrate me, and I would talk about it in therapy all the time of like, why am I if there's 10 compliments and one insult, yeah, I only focus on the insult, and was explained all the time. Like, that's normal. Like, it's not, it's like biologically makes sense. You're thinking, you're a little fixated on the negative, but I don't want to say like I embrace it now, but I saw this guy once say that really resonated with me. He's this YouTube music journalist. His name is Rick Beato, and he did this video where he was like, a lot of people leave me really nice compliments and thank you, that's really cool. There's also a lot of people that really don't like me, and I just want to say I treat all of your comments equally. They don't really affect me either way, because it's all from your point of view and your life experiences. So while I appreciate the engagement, the nicest comment and the meanest comment are equally like neutral to me. And I was like, wow, that's a good way to look at it. I thought it was a good way to look at it, of just like, someone says something really nice, I'm just like, okay. Someone says something really mean, I'm like, okay, just kind of take it.
Yeah.
I feel like you could use that right now. No, she keeps writing me about people making like comments.
Well, people will make mean comments based on stuff they don't have the actual context for.
Yeah.
It's like they don't know the reasons behind things, and they'll be like and you're like, wait, you don't actually have the information.
Yeah.
That
you didn't go to the baby shower because you went to Burning Man.
Yeah, but like there's so much to that story.
There's so much that
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't hold it against her at all. I like to tease her about it, but I understand.
You understand what?
Why you weren't there.
Do you?
No.
But those type of comments bother me the least, because like Leah will show me like, oh, look at this person said to you, screw them, we should respond, blah, blah. And I'm like, they have no idea, who we are or what we're going through and stuff. And so that's always fascinating to me too, where it's the assumptions and the projecting and stuff. That almost means like even less to me when it's about me, because I'm just like, they're just purely guessing. They're
speculating.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, of course.
Always.
There's always more to every story, and they're speculating, and that's what it is. But has there been any harsh criticism that you've gotten that's stuck with you, that you've held on to?
I'm sure. For sure. But like having to remember it like in the moment, I don't know that I can.
Yeah.
But yes. You?
I feel like there's like two different things that stuck with me where I was like, one, it was like a little girl, our friend Leah was nannying.
Yeah.
And I was like auditioning at the time and stuff. And she looked at me and she said, gosh, Olivia, you try so hard, but you fail. And I was like sucker punched. And it stayed with me forever.
Oh my God.
Like it just hurt in a way that was like, it felt true at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like that stuck with me. That was like a hard one to.
That's not like criticism. That was just like mean.
Well, I think she didn't mean to be mean though.
Right.
She was trying to empathize. She was kind of like, that
How
must
old was she
suck
when she
to
said
fail. Like 9?
Okay.
10. She was like a little girl.
Yeah.
Then there was an instance where I was dating someone.
Yeah.
And he gave me feedback and he said, and it hurt so bad at the time.
Yeah.
He was like, I feel like I do all the planning. I feel like I'm picking what we eat and where we eat. And I'm thinking of you when I'm other places and I do things. And like, I don't feel like that's reciprocated. And I remember when that ended, I was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
And it gave me that information though. So like on my first date with Jeff, I like brought him tea because he said he liked tea, and I brought him like an assorted.
Thoughtful.
Yeah, I was like, I need to do better. I was not. No, I wasn't. I was not doing well.
Yeah.
Like I really wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I saw that at the time. I didn't get defensive and be like, oh, well, I do this. I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
And I remember learning from that and being like, I'm never going to be that person again.
Yeah.
And so I brought Jeff tea and I picked where we'd go and I participated in a way
You made an effort.
that was valuable, but
Yeah.
it was from that feedback
Right.
that changed me.
Right.
I feel the same way when that guy made the comment with that. I was like,
Yeah.
it's funny that it's like the comment of like you're being selfish was so embarrassing that it, like that really stuck with me more than if someone else was like said any other sort of negative thing. It was the like, oh, you're not thinking about others. I was like, oh, that sucks. And then that stuck for a while.
Yeah. So I do think it's valuable. That's the thing about people are always like, don't read the comments. I'm like, to me, sometimes there is value in critique in a sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like
For
I've
sure.
had critique where I'm
I'm
like,
just trying to think of an example.
she's like, I've never been.
I've never been
Critique.
criticized.
Um,
For sure.
yeah, it's super interesting.
I send gifts before a date.
Yeah, you're
Just
perfect.
kidding.
No, I'm
perfect.
No, but I remember feeling like shit about that. I'm
Yeah.
being like, I remember when I was dating someone and I wasn't very thoughtful at the time.
Mhm.
Like I was thoughtful. I would show up in other ways. Like that's not my love language.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And this person got sick and Rachel's like, you're going to make him homemade chicken soup.
Mhm.
And I was like,
I said this to you?
you made me make him soup.
Who?
I'm not saying it on here. We did it at your house. And
Which
you
house?
taught me,
Los
Los Feliz, you taught me how to make the soup from scratch, like full chicken bones and all. And we had like
I don't remember this.
4 vats of it. It was like so much fucking soup.
Wow.
And looking back,
He didn't
did
deserve
not
the soup.
deserve my soup.
I'm like, you are an asshole. Let's make you soup.
He didn't.
You don't
deserve this
remember
soup.
that?
No.
But like it didn't merit soup.
I vaguely remember this.
Yeah. There's a lot of soup, you guys.
We were talking about gifts with Nicole and like bad gifts, and
Yeah.
it made me think of a similar. I think like a common statement is like any effort is good effort, or like any sort of like showing up is good. And I made a similar lazy attempt on my first year dating Leah. She has a hedgehog that you guys have seen.
Yes.
And respectfully called me out, which was like for her birthday. I was trying to get her something. I went to probably the same Michael's that Nicole was talking about, and I saw a stuffed animal of a hedgehog, and I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. And so I bought it, and it was her birthday. We went out to dinner, and I gave her this hedgehog, and she went, huh. And I was like, what? And she said, you've seen my place. I have like 100. She's like, this is always the first thing that anyone, like family and stuff, gives. And basically it was just like, this is a lazy gift.
Oh, wow.
It's a lazy.
Called you out.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? You're 100% right. I went into a store. It was like basically the first thing I saw, and I was like, good, she has that. And then I gave it to her, and she was like, you could do better.
I like that, though.
I like
She
that
was
too.
honest
Me too.
with you.
And
Yeah.
and to this day is
Now you're married.
Yeah, now we're married. But I appreciated it because I fully could not disagree with it. It
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is like a unique thing about her, and then just got a $5 thing that she was like, come on, buddy. I was like, damn, she's not wrong.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That is a self-advocate for themselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's like, I want better.
Yeah,
Want better.
she deserves it.
I've gotten weird gifts.
You have?
Like I know we talked about, but like, or not weird, but like flowers in like a white angel vase.
Oh, my God. Those were beautiful.
Those were some carnations in a white
Yeah.
angel Cupid
Yeah.
vase.
Where it's like that meme where it's like the Cookie Monster and he's opening the gifts and it's crackers. And he's like, it's like you don't even know me.
It's like we've talked about it. When they order for food for you
Mhm.
And like, I detest mushrooms. And I will not eat a pork chop.
Mhm.
But they got me a pork chop with mushrooms.
Weird.
Yeah. Jeff once got me a red patent leather wallet.
Wow.
And for some reason, I don't love the color red.
You don't.
No, it's like a thing. I'm like, just doesn't feel right to me, whatever. And when I opened it, I was like, huh?
Mhm.
Do you know me?
Do you even know me?
Do you even
Give
know
me cold, hard cash. I will take that all day, every day over a red wallet.
Yeah.
And it was like shiny,
No.
you know?
Yeah. And someone once got me platform Nikes. Pork chop with mushrooms.
Platform, not the platform.
But like before
Nikes.
platform sneakers were like back.
Yes.
Because right now they are.
Yeah.
And they were in high school. But not when he bought me these.
Ooh.
Platform Nikes.
Leah and I watched Notting Hill for the first time last night.
You've never seen it?
Never seen
What?
it. And we
What?
got a kick out of when Hugh Grant brings flowers and he kind of like improvises being a journalist for Horses and Hound magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And the other journalist calls him out and is like, "Are you bringing her flowers for the interview?" And then he is like, "These are for my grandma." And when he leaves, he doesn't have the flowers. The journalist is like, "What happened with the flowers?" And he went, "She took them." We were really enjoying it.
I like that movie.
It was
I
fun.
like that movie.
I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy, right?
Mhm, yep.
That's
So
Notting Hill.
good. You know
Asking
what
for her to
movie I watched recently?
What?
It's
House
so-
guest?
No, I wish. Steel Magnolias.
Oh.
We were talking about that.
Really?
Yeah, because Leah has never seen it.
Oh,
Because I was like, I think Julia Roberts is a lot better in she's in that as well, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, we should watch that next.
I was never a big fan of like the real emotional ones, like Steel Magnolias or Beaches or Mermaid. What is it?
Mermaids. Those are all really good movies.
That's the movies that I was like never that down with. Now, Big Business.
I don't know how to go on.
Lily Tomlin and Bette Midler.
Now, Chevy Chase.
It's so true. Oh, I'm crying.
Do you know what Steel Magnolias means?
what?
Like what it means?
No.
Do you, Kevin?
Is that the red
think so.
aardvark cake movie? Where she gets married and the aardvark, it's an aardvark cake, and when you cut it, it's red, like it's bleeding.
Maybe. I don't know. That doesn't sound familiar, but I don't pay attention.
No?
To that.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
Okay. Go on. What is Steel Magnolias?
I forget. But I think it's something having to do with like they're describing the men, like if a woman gets
Like they're steel?
sick, like they're steel, but really they're just magnolias. And
Oh, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Got it.
They're fragile.
It is STEEL, not STEAL.
You don't steal the magnolias. Don't steal the magnolias. No, it's about being like that hard.
I'm looking up the cake.
Oh, you're looking up the cake. I want to know what steel magnolias means. I think it's about like
So I'm like, I need to know the cake.
Jeff wants to know what Jersey Shore does Rachel and her family visit and when.
Yeah. Aardvark. Okay.
Is it from that?
Steel Magnolias. Yeah. Yeah.
Sally Field. Oh
That's
my
the
God.
one thing I remember from that.
When she gives that monologue I cannot handle her. She's so good. She's so precious.
Yeah. You like me? Okay.
We should
Yeah,
do
I
a
was gonna
movie
say-
watch along with
Oh,
all
that
these
would be
like 90s
fun.
rom-coms would be fun.
I fucking love a rom-com.
Yeah.
Me too.
Love.
That would be really fun.
Down.
Let us know, listeners.
Let us know. Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a Headgum podcast.